helping these stubborn ones along. And your erasing dreams is saving us all. I said, you got it. I thought he might add to that, but he returned to wandering through the field of heads. I kept following him. And how exactly does this work? Well, since you asked, he said.
Okay, that's fine.
Squatting to inspect a man's head. Most dreams and nightmares are the leftovers of your brain working while you sleep. But not all dreams.
Bro, spook stories are the best.
Some.
Okay.
He pointed to the sky. Reach out to them, getting horrible glimpses of what's out there. Oh, you can't comprehend of what you're seeing and feeling, of course. Like a termite doesn't understand a volcanic eruption. But you know that it's bad. Your brain can't handle it, so it erases your memory of the dream when you wake up. And you're able to continue with your day instead of crawling into a corner and going insane. I didn't know what to say. All I could do was stand there. Let me tell you, he continued. You've done your fair share of hollering. I don't remember having any sorts of dreams like what you mentioned. I said. Exactly. Evidently satisfied, the man left the thread above the man's head alone.
What are you watching?
The problem is,
Spook
and he wiped his
stories.
brow. If too many of those outreaching dreams go unchecked, especially the dreams of persistent fools like yourself, it could alert them, and we don't want that. You've got to tell me, I persisted. Who are they? Suddenly there was a rumbling from the sky. The man and I looked up. In the infinite sky, one of what I had assumed were galaxies began to mutate. It began to turn different colors as cosmic tendrils started to emerge from it, stretching out heaven knows how many hundreds of light years. The rumblings were soon replaced with a roar, an eldritch cry, defying the vacuum of space like from the pits of 1,000 dying stars. All the people on the ground began screaming, but still, the cosmic tendrils grew longer in the sky. I could hear screams for miles and miles, from thousands of people, all with their eyes tightly closed. My word, the screams. If you've never heard a crowd of people screaming, I can promise you that there's nothing like it. It will never leave you. I thought about them too much. I shouldn't have thought so much. The man muttered to himself, and for the first time, I detected a hint of fear in his voice. Kid, start thinking about something else. Movies or women or whatever. I sure tried. The man began to take measured breaths, and we stood there for a few minutes, but soon the roaring died off. The screams of the people on the ground became lesser and lesser, and soon the galaxy resorted back to its previous appearance. The man breathed a sigh of relief. That was a bad one, said the man. Plenty of people will not be remembering their dreams tonight. And after glancing one more time into the sky, he resumed his seemingly endless task. For several minutes, I followed him in silence. I considered everything that I had seen, and I mulled it over. And finally, after much deliberation, I told him, I want to learn everything. Even if I couldn't distinguish his features, I knew that he was looking at me like I was an idiot. After that, you still want to know more, he said incredulously. I'm not going to tell you anymore because, I promise you, you'll be happier not having the knowledge. Why not? I insisted.
Swiping, no swiping, bitch.
I got stuck here, wise guy. He breathed scathingly between his teeth. If you want to be trapped here for eternity, fine. I'll tell you everything. Only you don't seem great company. So is that what you want? To be trapped here until the universe falls in on itself until we're all devoured?
Hurrah! Get that out of there.
Well, I continued. Is there anything more that you could safely tell me? If it'll get you to shut up. He sighed wearily. I've got something that I could show you. I don't know if you'll remember it when you wake up. And that's a decision you'll have to make for yourself in a bit. And you're probably too far in for your subconscious to do that for you. I'll remember it. I assured him. I've already made that decision. The man chuckled.
Yeah.
Don't make promises you're not sure that you can keep. The man
Yes,
puts down
the
his
super
scissors.
secret shotgun.
He brought his hands next to his ears, and slowly, he began to peel away his face. I woke up in a cold sweat, and my sheets were soaked in what I hoped was just my own perspiration. I looked at my phone. It was 4 in the morning. For hours I laid there, but there was no way I could go back to sleep. My mind was racing. So I pulled up my laptop and I wrote this. I've racked my brain. I've meditated. I've done everything that I can think of. And no matter what,
Oh,
I just can't remember what I saw when the man peeled away his face.
fuck, I spent the points. Hey kids, nice to meet you. You ready for some fast food pizza?
My name is Clark.
Kent?
I am one of 3 people who can truthfully say that they have time traveled. It is not what you think it's like. I'm not really certain how they selected us. I was working on my bachelor's degree at my state university when I was approached by the team. Project BTA OW33 is what they called it. No cool name like Project X, or Project Alpha Time Warp, or something along those lines. Just BTA OW33. Whatever that means. They approached me and asked if I would like to take part in an experiment in exchange for my tuition being paid for. I only had a year left of school, but those 2 semesters were going to cost me $32,000. So of course I said yes. When I asked what the experiment was, they told me that it was extremely secretive. I would be finding out details the day of, and then I could decide to back out if I didn't want to participate. About 6 weeks went by and I was basically on call to be ready to go whenever they needed me. Finally, I got the call. I live in Atlanta and the team had the 3 of us meet up in a parking deck about 20 minutes outside of the city. Once we were there, we all got in one of those short school buses, and they took us out to the northern Georgia mountains. It was about a 2-hour drive and we didn't really get much time to get to know each other. We were under strict rules not to reveal information about ourselves or talk to each other on the bus ride over. The last couple of miles were on a rocky dirt road leading down a mountain. The bus parked in a small, maybe half-acre stretch of grass. The grass was freshly mowed, and I could tell by sight and smell. The alcove of grass was enclosed by large trees from the surrounding forest. All right. A man stood up from his seat at the front of the bus. We're here. I'll brief you all once we get inside the house. As we got off the bus one by one, we could see that in the center of the clearing was a building. It had one very large window on one side, basically encompassing that entire wall. Every other wall was black on the outside, and I could see through the window that the inside was painted white. There was a large silver metal ring that surrounded the house. It came about 3 inches off the freshly mowed grass. It was a foot wide, and it had lights coming from drilled holes all the way around it. Watch your step and please do not step on top of this ring, the same man said. Once we get inside, just go ahead and take a seat. We all stepped over the ring and made our way into the house. The house, as the man had called it, was made up of only one room. Inside, there were 4 chairs around a rather large circular table. The chair Table, walls, and the one lamp were all white. The only thing that wasn't white in the room were the pair of bookshelves against each wall, both empty. After we all took our seats, the man introduced himself. Alrighty, welcome. My name is Dr. Olson. I'm glad you've all decided to take part in history. As we told you all, this is extremely sensitive information. After my explanation of what this experiment consists of, I'll ask you if you want to continue. Understand? What if we don't want to continue? A woman said, about my age with fiery red hair. And then we know this super secret information, right? And you're just going to let us walk out of here. The man gave a smile. He knew that this would be asked. Yes, you were free to leave here knowing what the experiment consists of. However, the university and I are confident of 3 things. 1, you won't want to leave. 2, the university's attorneys are rather powerful, and you already signed the NDAs. And 3, no one will believe you if you tell them. Silence filled the room. The redhead slouched back in her chair. A non-verbal, well, go on then. The experiment, Dr. Olson continued.
The hell am I supposed to do?
Time travel. I smiled, but I wasn't sure why. The others seemed to snort a little bit in amusement. The tensions in the room seemed to release. Now, I know it sounds, crazy. I've heard it all before. I'm not asking you to believe in me. I'm asking you to just sit in this room, observe, and tell me what happens. We all nodded in agreement. A couple of okays filled the air. And the doctor carried on. All right, this is how it'll work. I'm going to drive up to the control center. It's about 5 minutes up the mountain. I have a couple of colleagues up there as well. From there, I will flip the switch in layman's terms. When Dr. Olson began his next sentence, he leaned forward and his face took on a very stern, angry father quality. Do not leave this room. After I walk out, do not leave. Do not leave until I come back down the mountain. Walk back inside this room and tell you that you can leave. I have done this experiment before, but not on humans. I know that it works. I know that it's safe. I can promise you, this is safe. I cannot promise you your safety, though, if you leave the house. I remember the air shifting to an uneasy feel. Are you sure that this is safe? What did you test it on? What's it gonna feel like? A scrawny blonde guy said, who couldn't have been older than 21. The doctor continued. I know that it's safe. No animal that I've used has been affected by this. I've used rats and I progressed up to dogs. No bruises, no cuts, no change in behavior. And to be honest with all of you, I don't know what you should expect. I'm not sure if it feels like a tingle, a sting, a pinch, or anything else. This is the very first human trial, which is why you need to pay attention to any sensation that you feel. Wait, okay. If we are actually about to time travel, where or when are we traveling to? I asked. You will be launching 3 hours into the future. Once activated at the control site, this building will disappear. My team and I will be on standby for 3 hours and then, poof, the house is back with all of you in it. 3 hours into the future. A long silence followed. I'm skeptic of just about anything, but something about Dr. Olson's tone, his body language, the way that he was explaining it, it was hard for me to doubt. He was dead serious. When it was clear that there were no more questions, Dr. Olson looked at his watch and stood up, and then he cleared his throat. Alrighty then. It's 1:22 p.m. right now.
Oh, my
So by the
fucking
time
back.
I make it to the control site,
And
it should be just
my
before
right
1:30.
arm.
The
Thomas, I
warm-up
think
will
something's wrong with my arm. Thomas! Thomas! Swear to God, if you don't fucking talk. Tommy! Tommy T! Tomaine Lomaine! Please answer me, Thomas. Fine, then I'll fucking call you. Tomaine Lomaine.
Yeah.
Chance ditched us.
Yeah, chances.
Chance ditched us for Colt.
Yeah.
Just
watching someone play Doom.
You're not watching me play Doom.
No, I just want to like get into the lore and stuff.
Bro, the lore is good. The lore goes hard, man. Hardcore, no core, man.
It's like 22 minutes, so I'm gonna watch it, then I'll be back.
Wait, is it double jump? Are these the double jump boots? Yes, double jump boots! Thought they came way later, but nah. Lockdown. Disengaged. Oh.
gotta go eat.
Nice. What you eating? Nothing. Okay. No, you can fall off. Oh my god. Shit. Fuck. Gotta sit down and go try hard for this damn mission. Ooh, man, I thought I got it. Oh my god, that was great. Well, there he goes down the deep dark abyss. The broadcast is started. Is this no? Of course not. Ah! Jeez, Christ, boy. Look at kid, the little dork. Try me. Fuck! How come I just implode? I got a body like Alba.
That's an Argent accumulator she's carrying. She'll try to use it to open a portal manually into hell.
While the Argent Tower is non-functional, the connection to their dimension is still viable. We are at great risk, Dr. Hayden.
Hello, and welcome to the UAC, home of the patented Argent. Presence at unsafe levels. Locked in vault.
to go eat. Mason?
What did you eat?
I would love to be the world's first time traveler,
The
but I
type
feel
of
like
food,
this is
sir?
just going to end in a dud. Or maybe we're just getting pranked. Yeah, Ryan replied. When he was explaining,
Yo, Grandma, what's good?
Here,
What is it?
your food.
Food? What is it?
Your monster chili.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. That's very good.
I bet it is.
I'd like for you to eat that and then take a shower. And get your homework done. Hear me? Okay?
Okay,
You want this on or off?
off.
Okay. Don't make a mess.
Oh. Fuck, I died. Okay, I'm gonna go see if this works. I'll be right back, Thomas.
Mason. Mason, you have me muted or something.
Listen to this. Listen how fast this thing shoots, and this is a low battery.
Mason,
Fire.
did you mute me? Mason,
Yeah?
did you mute me?
No, I'm outside.
What is that? What is that, Tommy gun?
Yeah, that's my airsoft Tommy gun.
I'm gonna get off and watch YouTube.
That's the slowest. That's the slowest, least powerful form of it. It goes like twice as fast. It goes rather than. So this thing, if I pull up your house, it would break glass. I'm just saying that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get off and watch YouTube now.